What's up everyone, you're Pesh Kumar here and welcome back to another video on Boeing Boy. Like I promised, videos are gonna be regular, so they are being regular. We uploaded a few days back and now we're back at it again, and today's topic is a very important one. I have made videos on this earlier as well, but today I'm gonna be telling you how much will it cost you to become a pilot in 2025. So if next year you're thinking of becoming a pilot and you've decided कि मेरे को pilot ही बनना है ज़िंदगी में, I'm gonna be telling you all you need to know about the cost involved, all the way from starting your journey till the time you reach the cockpit and become an airline pilot. So let's get started.
Before we get started, announcement on 1st of December 2024, you're conducting a masterclass if you're looking to become a pilot next year. Link is in the description. Register yourself, sign up, and I'll see you on 1st of December 2024.
Okay, तो कोई time pass नहीं. Let's straight away get to the cost involved in becoming a pilot in 2025. The first cost that you will incur is your class 2 medical. Now class 2 medical is a requirement that has to be done. I recommend you do it before you start anything. Before you start or even thinking of becoming a pilot, first thing you do is class 2 medical. Class 2 medical, आप बहुत सारे doctors हैं इंडिया में. The list is on DGCA's website. You can go to any doctor and get it done. Ideally, a class 2 medical should not cost you more than about 4 to 5,000 rupees. 5,000 upper side. Small towns जहाँ पे सिर्फ की डॉक्टर है, they are overcharging. They're charging a lot of money. I've seen students spend 20,000 rupees on class 2 medical. Don't do that. It's only about 5,000 if the doctor is fair to you. Now, once you're medically fit, class 2 medical हो गया. Now the next step is to take your ground classes. Ground classes की cost बहुत vary करती है. This is one place where I will not recommend you to cut corners and try and go to a cheaper ground class. Go to the good ones such as BYAA. More on that a little later. But go to a good ground class. Reason being, a good ground class will give you good knowledge. You will learn better, and tomorrow it's that knowledge which will get you an airline job. So make sure you go to a good ground class. A good ground class should cost you anywhere between 2.5 to 3 lakh rupees for all your 6 subjects. अब ground classes में आप साथ साथ PG में रहोगे, फ्लैट लेके रहोगे, उसका महीने का खर्चा लगा लो करीब 10 to 15,000 rupees a month. So overall ground classes for a period of about 6 months should cost you somewhere about 3 to 3.5 lakh rupees including your stay and everything else. साथ साथ यहाँ पे total चलता रहेगा, so in the end you can get an estimate of the total cost involved. Ground classes हो गई. Now it's time for the big one, the major खर्चा which happens, and that is your flying school. Now your flying school, for this video will assume that you're flying from India. That is what I personally recommend as well. अगर आप इंडिया से flying करो तो there are a lot of flying schools in India. There's more than 30 flying schools and they have all possible choices. So you can go to a very cheap one, you can go to a very expensive one. Time is the main difference. वाले में जाओगे वहाँ पे quality of training कम होगी, aircrafts कम होंगे and time ज़्यादा. Go to an expensive school, training would be better, aircraft would be better, maintenance would be better, and you will finish your flying early. Now this cost of flying 200 hours can vary all the way from about 30 lakhs to even about 55 lakhs nowadays. Choosing this depends purely upon your budget and your preferences. We'll discuss more about flying schools in a separate video where I'll tell you how you should be choosing a flying school. However, for now, let's just assume that you choose a decent flying school and the cost of the flying school is about 45 lakh rupees for your flying. अब इसी के बीच में you will also get your class 1 medical done. Class 1 medical should again cost you somewhere about 5,000 rupees. Now that we're done with all the requirements to become a pilot, we've done our flying, we've done our DGCA exams, we will now apply to DGCA and they will issue us a license. That license cost, if I remember correct, is 25,000 rupees. Now that we have our CPL in hand, the next step is to get our type rating done. Now this is an optional step. In the sense you can do your type rating on your own, or you can wait for an airline vacancy, get selected, and then the airline will tell you what aircraft to get type rated on. So first let's talk about the pathway where you do your type rating on your own. So अगर आपने खुद से type rating करी है, it should cost you about 15 lakh rupees in 2025. This includes all your stay, hotel, and your training. And now after your type rating, your next step is going to be obviously get selected with an airline. So you appear for the airline selection process, you get selected, and now the airline might charge you some money. So this depends from airline to airline. For example, Indigo right now, if you're type rated, they will charge you around 9 lakh rupees for your further training after you've been selected by Indigo. Air India on the other hand, Air India Express on the other hand, do not charge anything. They will deduct some amount from your salary over a period of 5 years. Let's now discuss the pathway where you do not do your type rating on your own. you go and get selected with an airline, and then the airline tells you कि आपको कौन से aircraft पे type rating करनी है. In that case, the training amount depends again on the airline. For example, if you get hired with Indigo right now is charging somewhere in the range of about 25 lakh rupees if you're non-type rated and you join the airline. So this includes your cost for airline training and your type rating. If you get selected with Air India Express, the cost is 21 lakh rupees, which again includes your type rating as well as your airline training. And this is all the money that you require to become a pilot in India in 2025. Now this pathway that we discussed considers that you did your initial flying, your CPL from India. The cost will be very different if you fly from abroad. For example, just to give you an idea, if you fly from the US, your CPL will cost you at least about 60 lakh rupees. Now that, as you can imagine, will bring the total cost up by quite a lot. So, which is why I said in the beginning, personally, I recommend that you do your flying from India. However, if you guys want to know the cost of flying abroad, I'll make a separate video on that. Let me know in the comments below. So as you can see, you should be talking to your parents, or you should be arranging yourself somewhere about 70 lakh rupees in 2025 if you guys want to become a pilot. That's about it for this video. In the next video, I'm going to be discussing how you can arrange this much amount of money and what are the possible ways if you don't have that money in your home. Till then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.